Hello, baby. How are you doing? Ah, tug of war. All right. I don't even know why I have a calendar here if I don't use it. It is a new month. It is officially August, which means I need to update my calendar. Good morning, everyone. It is the Turtle Girl. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already guessed by the intro, today we are going to be doing a day in the life of my turtle, specifically my diamondback terrapin Hoku. I did a video like this for my leopard gecko and you guys really enjoyed it, so I figured we'd try the same thing with the turtle. So before we get started, hit the subscribe button to see more vids like this. And first off, in the morning, you can see the lights are already on, but usually about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, the lights are usually off in the tank and then they come on like around 8 o'clock or so. Oh, and I turn them off just for like the full effect. They'll turn on in just a second. So usually first thing in the morning, I will come over and check on the turtle. Hello, baby. How are you doing? So this here is Hoku, my diamondback terrapin. He is... Gosh, how old is he? I don't even know. I think I got him in 2017. There's an unboxing video on the channel. I'm pretty sure I got him in 2017. He was about a year old then at that point, I think. And so that would make him like 4 years old now. So this is him. He is a northern diamondback terrapin. As you can see, his shell looks a little bit rough because he is in the process of shedding. Those of you who have seen this tank before, we also have some updates to go over. Not very happy updates, but there's only one convict cichlid. The other one got eaten. I don't know, I guess Hoku just got hungry, even though he has like a feeding routine, as we will see later today. But yeah, so there's only one convict left. The algae eater also unfortunately got eaten. This guy is just, you know, a little bit vicious, but hopefully eating his fish friends are not a normal part of his daily routine. But that's just the thing with, you know, some turtles. They will do that. But anyway, back to the routine. Basically, I would just look at the tank, observe, see if anything needs to immediately be done to it. Typically in the mornings, like right now, you can see that the water level is low. I'll note that I have to fill this with water, but I won't do it first thing in the morning because usually I have other tasks that I have to attend to first. So I'll come back to that later in the afternoon, but I kind of just make a general note of everything, see if anything needs to be done later today. And most importantly, of course, say hi to this little guy. Normally in the mornings, I can find him like when the lights first turn on. He's usually like sleeping under this log, just hanging out. Sometimes he's already swimming around already, saying hi to everyone. Or sometimes even he's up here in his basking area and he sleeps up there. But turtles can actually hold their breath for a really long time, so sometimes he sleeps underwater. Anyway, after I've given a nice little overview of his tank, I say hello and goodbye and get into my tasks for the day. Look at, there is Hoku basking. He usually basks throughout the day intermittently. It's honestly pretty random. He's got his UVB and his heat up there, so he crawls up the ramp, basks whenever he wants to. To help him out with this though, sometimes I also take him outside to bask so that he can get those UVB rays. Alright Hoku, it's time to go out and do some baskin'. Baskin' Robbins. I'll usually take him out in the afternoon when the sun is shining. Alrighty Hoku, here you go. Time to go basking. So as you can see here, this is my little DIY outdoor basking area that I use pretty frequently throughout the summer in order to give Hoku a nice basking spot. You can see him chilling in the center. It's like 80, maybe like 82 degrees or something right now, so it's just perfect. Obviously the sun is shining super duper bright. And so I'll let him chill out here for, you know, 15, 20 minutes, sometimes 30. He'll roam around his little triangle and just be happy as a clam to be outside in the sunshine. Meanwhile, I am kind of, baking in the sun, but it's okay. Look at, I don't know if you can see him crawling in the corner. That's kind of funny. As you can see, our grass is very, very, very dead. We don't do a great job of watering it. In fact, we kind of don't water it. So the grass is dead, but Hoku doesn't really know the difference. He's kind of just enjoying his time in the sunshine and being able to soak up the UVB rays. You can see that his shell is kind of starting to peel up. He's starting to shed, which is a great sign. Normally, diamondback terrapins don't shed till they're fully grown, so I'm hoping that this will improve, especially the more UVB sunlight he gets. All right, buddy, it is time to go back inside. It is super duper hot out here, isn't it? So you're gonna head in here, and we're gonna go back inside. You get to go back to your tank, and later on tonight you'll get your dinner. All right, buddy. There you go. How does that feel? Nice and cool, I bet. There you go. Off he goes, swimming into the water. Oh, what are you doing? You see my fingers? You do, don't you, you little bitey? He's a bit of a biting kind of turtle. Watch. You'll see, he'll try to go for my fingers. I'm not gonna let him do that. You can also see that the water level is a bit low. Since I didn't top this off this morning, I will go ahead and do that now. And also maybe do some algae scraping. I don't know if you can see. Hold on, I don't think it's focusing. There, right there on the front of the glass, there's some algae. So I'm gonna take an algae scraper to that. This is not a daily thing, but since I'm kind of showing you my all-encompassing routine, might as well do a little cleaning, am I right? Hoku is always very curious when things come into his tank. I don't know if you can kind of tell in this shot, but like there's a giant mound of crushed coral that he kind of just pushed over to this side of the tank because he felt like it. Sometimes too, he'll do this really funny thing where he like scratches, I'm like dancing like a turtle right now. He scratches his shell on the rocks and wood inside this tank because he's trying to loosen up the scoots as they're starting to shed. I don't know if I have footage. If I do, I'll insert it here. But it's really, really cool because he's just kind of scrubbing his shell so that he can shed properly. All right, now to top off the water to do this, I'm just gonna use his feeding bin, and then we'll actually get to feeding him. I should probably watch what I'm doing actually and not talk to you. Hold on a second. I usually top off the water with just the feeding tub, because it's sometimes easier than using like a big old 5-gallon bucket. And then I'm about to use this to actually feed the turtles, so it works out. So this is about normally where I want the tank level of water to be because Hoku has escaped before because I filled it up too much. But because we're going to be taking out some of the water when we feed him, I'm going to go ahead and do one more of these. Hello, Hoku. Look at him, he's like, he knows he can have a chance to escape. Oh, he just disappeared up into the basking area, didn't he? Well, okay, makes my job a little bit easier. So all I basically do here now is fill up some of this water. You might ask why I didn't just fill it up separately. Honestly, I probably could do that, now that I think about it. But this is just how I always do it, so you're seeing my routine. This is how it goes. So I pull a little bit of water outside of the tank, set it on the ground, and then I'll just get Hoku. Come here, bud. Gently lift him out of the tank. Hi, pretty boy. I know. So you can see he's eager to get started. Usually I will just throw in a variety of pellets, some Hikari Koi wheat germ, some Zoomed turtle food, as much as would fill his head if hollow. And he gets fed every other day. So this is one of the days he's getting fed. And normally I just throw it all in there at once, but if I'm feeling like I want to have some fun, I'll try to offer it him by hand. Although sometimes when there's food already in there, he won't really care, you know? So we'll just give it a sec. As you can see, he eats very, very, very quickly. The reason I feed him in a separate container like this is you can see all the debris that kind of just gets left behind. It's in order to help keep the tank cleaner. And he's used to eating like this. Ah, tug of war! Have another one. Here you go. Hold on, take it easy. He's always such a ham. You missed. What's going on there, bud? Look, dude, there's some down here. No! Down here. Look on the ground. Look at him. He's basically climbing out of his tub. Come here, bud. Nom nom. Also, for feeding time today, I have a bit of a treat. These are little ram's horn snails, and they actually help wear down his beak, so it's really good for him to try these out. As you can see, he kind of coughs out some of the shell and then just eats the meaty part of the snail. I know you like snails. I know you like snails. Calm down. Whoops, that one went right down. Oh, that was a nice crunch. Diamondback terrapins normally eat stuff like this in the wild, so it's good for their beaks to help wear it down, and they have a really strong jaw and crush plate that helps them to, look at, he can see it right through the glass. He knows it's there. He's looking at it. Here you go, last one, buddy. So it's a nice little good source of protein and a good treat for them to have sometimes. Those are snails that I actually raised up in my own feeder tank, which also has some platies in it, which is really cool. But now that he's about wrapped up eating, I'm gonna go ahead and grab him out of the tank. Into the tank you go. With a full stomach. So now that Hoku's back in the tank, that's basically it for his day. He's just gonna cruise around here, hang out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next Friday. Have a totally awesome day. Bye!